You ever sit with everything that you've survived and still wonder why it had to be that hard? Why the people who hurt you did? Why the things that you prayed would stay left? Why you had to rebuild yourself again and again? Listen closely. It wasn't to destroy you. It was to awaken you. Sometimes the blessings come disguised as a breakthrough. Here's the truth that most people won't tell you. God will allow things to fall apart so that the version of you that was settling doesn't need to survive the next season. Sometimes God has to pull you out of what you thought you wanted to give you what you actually need. And that breaking, that wasn't rejection. That was divine redirection. That wasn't punishment. That was preparation. Because the old you couldn't carry the calling that you cried out for. Every breakthrough demands a burial. The death of ego, the death of people pleasing, the death of who you were when you were shrinking, the death of needing constant validation just to breathe. And yeah, it hurts. But that pain, that's your evolution stretching your soul. That's your spirit cracking open so something real can actually rise. You prayed to be strong. This is the answer. You prayed for peace. This is the storm that clears the space for it. It's hard to trust the process when it looks like chaos. But let me remind you, the demolition always comes before the rebuild. The silence always comes before the revelation. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. You're not forgotten. You're being formed. The pain you're in isn't proof you're off course. It's actually evidence that something sacred is unfolding, even if you can't see it just yet. You are not who you used to be, and that is the point. The version of you that's rising now, they move different. They don't beg for love. They don't chase approval. They don't break every time life gets heavy, because they remember who walks with them. They remember who they are when everything else is stripped away. This new you, built in fire, raised in silence, anointed through adversity, and ready for more. So no, it didn't break you. It broke you open. It shattered everything you were never meant to carry. And now you can become clearer. You will become stronger, more aligned, not because it was easy, but because you didn't give up when it got hard. You let it shape you. You let it strip you. And now, with God, you're not just rebuilding, you are becoming. God bless.